I already said Coach Buck will be up there all night, and all night tonight. I want to re-emphasize something that the Coach White said. Spartans go back there and no teams at all. He and I talked. He said, man, can you believe it's got to be Dunbar doesn't want to play. Coach ain't going to give up any money. That's his biggest game of the year, the Dunbar game. So if you heard anything out of the community, we didn't forfeit the game and we didn't give up the game. He didn't have a game. Because Mark, you know, he doesn't give up money. Anyway, I'm going to leave that at that too, Coach. Guys finished at 19-1 this year. And just before we get started, I'm preparing some photos up here. These photos consist of their medals. They've got a group picture here, a souvenir booklet, and their letter. We have some more awards. Before I give awards out, kids we had this year were not just sound athletically, they were sound in academics. We haven't had a team like that in a while. Everybody passed their grades. And I told the guys, the ones that want to go on and play high school, college ball, if your desire is to play college ball, you have to do your work, because if you don't get through the clearinghouse, you're not going to get a Division I scholarship in any sport in any school. These guys love to eat, and Coach Atkins would always feed us. Parents, we do this because we know sometimes it's late when they get home, later in the evening, especially when we had those games. We have to go out of town, so we try to feed them. We've done that for the most part this year. We've done it the other years, but more so this year than any other year, because we wanted to. Start out with Coach Higgins, then my wife stopped by a few times. We had a few parents stop by, a few grandparents. And I think I spoiled them because they probably told you they had something to eat from all the major restaurants every game. But I want you to know that our coaches and our players always represent the school and the community in a positive manner. We never loud, arrogant, or aggressive toward opponents, coaches, or officials. We shake hands, win or lose. We accept losses just like we accept wins. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. You never know who's watching you or the team you coach or play for. Always keep your academics first and foremost. And to prove that, Sandusky has been known to have a very positive basketball program. The boys program over the years, we have former SMS players to play abroad. Some out of the continental United States, some selected to go overseas. Darius Pope and Trevor Withers that played for me my first year here. We went 18-1. They played in Hawaii for a week. Expenses paid. Because someone had their eye on them. It wasn't me. I was just contacting. I suggested that they go. Then we had another young man, Sean Garland, who was selected to play in Germany. But his mom wouldn't let him get on the plane because the terrorist stuff was going on. She didn't want her baby going out of the country. And anyway, good sportsmanship is more important than winning. That's what we try to stress. We don't try, we stress that with the kids. Now we want to call our managers up first. Is Aaron here? Oh, wait a minute, Sadora, are you here? Ladies first, where are you, Sadora? Sadora here? Sadora, come on up, Coach hands up. Pass. Oh, she's not here, okay, my bad. Y'all see Coach getting okay. All right, Aaron, come on up. And as you come up, Coach will give you an award for this slab, okay? And our other manager, I started putting Coach Higgins on so many times, but I didn't fire him. He's a good young man, good young man. Malik, parents, come on up and get yours. Tell what you got to say. Next, I want to call up the future of Sandusky basketball. The three players Coach Dunn has work for next year. Brandon Tweedy, Frank Davis, and Chris Mason, please come on up. Chris comes from a very athletic family. His brothers ran track for us here. Coach Hayden and I, track years ago. And Frank Davis. Frank didn't notice at first. Frank's daddy played for me and hers. There's Pop sitting right over here. Yeah. Okay. Next I want to call up BJ Taylor, Kyle Parker. Come on up, guys. BJ, take that hood off. Come on, man. I'll put your head up. Rakeem Daniel. What's up? Jay Trent. And Warren, you know, the name on the two. Where you at, Brandon? Here's a little token I want to give it to you. Your days, sixth grade. A lot of sixth graders don't make the team here. We've had some over the years. Get up to Frank and Chris and BJ. Coach, I always think about you guys. Kyle out here tonight? Oh, okay, Kyle. He's the spirit of the team. Kyle keeps us all in stitches. Kyle says, as soon as I get in the game, I'm shooting that three. Hey, he's dropped some of them too. He's dropped some. He had BJ. We had to get BJ one day. He shoots a three, takes his shirt off, walking around the gym during the game. I told him he lucky Coach Hayes had to referee another game that night. But he would have been some serious trouble. All right. The next young man we like to call is the most improved basketball player we had this year. He turned his game completely around. I've already told Coach Stevens about you. They're waiting for you to get over hers. Come on up. Patrick Lee is the most improved. Coach Watson said, get ready for track now, Patrick. This next young man has a lot of talent. And if anybody can play college ball, he will if he keeps himself together. He just refused to grow up. I told him he better be glad about his dad, but I was thinking about myself at his age. A lot of kiddish stuff, just kid, playing around all the time. And AJ Lumsden, I want you to come on up. AJ is the recipient of, is he not here tonight? Okay, but he's the recipient of the Brian Patterson Rebound Award. We give that award every year for one of our former players. My first year here, Brian Patterson led us in rebounds. He kept saying, Coach, I'm Ben Wallace. I'm going to get you all the rebounds you want. That's what he did. But unfortunately, he lost his life a couple of years ago. Some of y'all may be familiar with something that happened in the community. But anyway, we give the Brian Patterson Rebound Award. Now, got to talk about Coach's cousin. He called him Little Cousin. Now, I taught him in the 6th grade, and his grandmother told me, if you have to come over to the physician treatment center where I work at, give me a call. Come over there and let me know. Couldn't stop. But he was our 4th general this year. He ran the show on the floor for the coaches. And this year's Coaches Award goes to none other than Kyle Alexander. Next young man, we call him Baby Barkley. I call him Baby Barkley. Baby Charles Barkley, that's right. He's not real tall, but he knows how to use that weight. Some of his teammates know about it, and opposing players know about it too. He can get in there, shift you around, score 6 or 8 points just like that. Come on up here, Javon. That's my Barkley. Baby Barkley right here. And he can eat too, those days we fed. 4, 5, 6 apples, anything left, Coach? Sometimes I ask guys, anybody want to think? No. Hey, Coach, what you got left? Now, you're going to have to watch for this young man, because he's not just good in basketball. I call him the leaping lizard. But he's a football player too, an athletic player. I said, son, if you just listen to him, he's jumping over top of the rim now. Oh, Coach Buck can't show you that stuff no more. It's been about 25, 30 years since I did that. But I heard you don't like him in football and basketball. Come on up here, Lee Elizabeth Carrington Anderson. Naheem not here tonight? And Naheem doesn't, he was here left, was in track practice, okay. All right. He has a lot of talent, he just doesn't realize it yet. But he was a vicious shot blocker on our team. He didn't block that many shots, but the ones he blocked, people knew about it. The team was giving cheers. We had another young man that led the team to block. But anyway, I'm gonna go, I'll talk to Naheem tomorrow. Mr. Defense, coach. You know what Mr. Defense is? All we have to do is say, look, get that guy. We don't care if he's 5, 6 inches taller than you. Don't let him get past you. Beat him up. Use your power. Mr. Defense, Christian Scott. If he doesn't want you to get past it, you will not get past this young man. Football player also. Track 2. Ready? Go. Track 2. All right. This next person is the 6-man award. I cut him last year. Not because of his ability or not having ability, just had too many people at his position. Too many veterans. One of my former AAU players came to me midway through the season. He said, Coach, how'd you cut him, man? Probably the best shooter on the team. I said, well, you come talk to me earlier. There may have been some adjustments, but I'm glad we have this year. Coach Dunn, I talk about it all the time. Found out his dad and I know each other. I didn't realize it was his son until I talked to Mr. Hancock. I said, Mr. Hancock, aren't you the same guy they used to call Shaq? He said, yeah, I see you left-handed. I said, it's been some years since you're eventually, but I remember you. I said, Tyson, your son? He said, yeah. Well, Tyson gets our 6-man award this year because he chose to get it. I had him as a star. He told Coach Dunn, hey, Coach Dunn, I like starting. I'd rather come off the bench. You know, a lot of kids don't like to do that. But when he came off the bench, most times he scored at least 16 points. At least 16 points. With him shooting 3 pointers on one side and CJ Rock on the other side, those teams were mad with us. They were mad. Come on up here, Tyson. This guy shooting anyway. Matter of fact, I gave him the green light this year. He's the only person I've ever given the green light to that didn't use it. That means you can shoot anytime you want to. He'd rather basketball. He'd have an open shot and he'd give it to the open man. That's a good team player right there, son. You keep doing that, you're going to go right away. Next person I need to talk about, and I'm going to be finished in a couple more minutes. This young man is our most valuable player. He receives a 3-year award. He's been playing since 6th grade. Shot a couple 3-pointers in the 6th grade. I only keep a few 6th graders this year because the program still needs to build. And he scored over 400 points since 6th grade. A few points behind his young lady friend Kiki. So you know she's going to talk stuff to him. She got not far behind. And he's the leader in 3-point shots. Made the leader in steals, second in rebounds, and second in assists. And over 200 of those points he scored them this year. And our most valuable player this year is Kevin C.J. Russell. Coach said you also run the track too, just told me. High school coaches already got it in mind. Coach Don told me the other day, he said, Coach, they told me over here, they think about putting CJ on the varsity his 9th grade year. CJ, you do whatever's best for you, okay?
That's right.
You play varsity? Huh? Oh, the scholars list too? Academics too? Division I, possibly in the making. Now, I'm on the last thing I want to talk about. I had to write a few notes down for this because old Coach Buck getting old, man. Coach, man, I look over Coach old, y'all. Pushing 60 years old. The sign of a good coach is the example that the coach sets for his players. That's what helps those players to mature positive young men. The next person I want to recognize is my sister, Don Alexander Jr., who is the type of coach I'm speaking of, and the young players love him. He has been with me more than any other former coaches that I've had helping me. I've had my former players from Heritage High, Jason Preston, Javon Austin, Herman Calloway were my assistants. Also, some of my former players from AAU, Javon and Jason played AAU for me too. Breon Rucker and Telly Tucker of EC Glass. Coach Stan Hall from Holy Cross, EC Glass. When I first came here, he was my assistant coach. Now I'd like to recognize my 6-year assistant, Don Alexander, who I recommend to continue what I started here 11 years ago. And I have someone to see, read to him first. Says Appreciation Award 2013-2014 Assistant Coach Don Alexander. Appreciation of your dedicated services to the SMS boys basketball team. Years of helping young developing minds academically and athletically. Because Don went here in Sandusky, we were in the old building there. He was an athlete in several sports. Also, real great in academics. He took that with him over to Heritage. A scholar, several sports, graduated from Norfolk State University as an athlete and a person with high academic standing also. Coach Don, this is for you. Thank you, man. That's a word. Now, he's quiet most of the time. When he gets mad, I saw it this year for real, after 6 years. I told his dad, I said, man, I go Don to get that crazy. His eyes were red, like horns were coming out of his head. Because sometimes the refs call what they see. Sometimes we don't see what they see. But Don, give him a few words, please.
I'm not going to talk long. You know, everybody knows Coach Boy loves to talk, and I love to hear him. You know, when I first came here, I definitely wanted to, my goal was to be able to develop great young men. And I actually have a few that I still keep in contact with that I've developed since I've been here, my first year. One's actually in Texas and probably getting ready to get a scholarship. I talked to him. Great group of guys. You know, this is one of the best teams I've ever coached. If you let the other people say it, they'll probably argue with me and they still want to play. But, you know, I definitely love Coach Buck and love Coach Higgins. Everybody didn't get an opportunity to come back. And I just want to say one thing to you guys, that Coach Higgins said something to me when I was here, and I still use it to this day. And when I was in this class, he said, I stay hard on you now, so I won't see you in the 6 o'clock meetings later on in life. And that's what I did. I got me through college, and I stuck with it. I hope y'all use it and respect him, because I mean, he's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. And guys, just before you sit down, don't forget what we have taught you about the game, and most important about life. Becoming productive young men in life. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.